So one day I was in the book of Genesis, and I was reading about Adam and Eve in the garden. Something led me to that story, to that verse. I think it was chapter 1 or chapter 2. And as I read that the tree of knowledge was in the middle of the garden, I'm reading it, and then I read that the Lord told them they can eat of any tree. And it also talked about how all the trees had this delicious fruit. The fruit was delicious, but in the middle of the garden sat the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And so I said, Father, why would you even place this tree in the garden? Why would you put something in front of them that they couldn't have? Like, and then he interrupted me and he said it was never about the tree. It's not about the tree. Cause I'm coming from a mindset of, don't put something in front of me that I can't have, that I may want. But God said it was never about the tree. It was always about the obedience. It was always about them doing what I told them to do, or not doing what I told them not to do. That's what it was about. And then he showed me something else. Then he showed me how sin came into the world. Sin came into the world when Satan fell from heaven like lightning. This is why God had to tell Adam not to eat of that tree. That's why he had to tell him. Because Satan was already in the world. And he knew that Satan would come in and try to plot and scheme him into doing something he's not supposed to do. So he told him, don't do this. Don't do that. He told Adam. And Adam told Eve. But yet and still, like, the disobedience, the reward of disobedience is the reason why a lot of us are experiencing the storms that we are facing. It is the reason why we are in these tumultuous relationships. It is the reason why we've just made life hard for ourselves, because we did the very thing that God told us. He warned us out of love not to do, but we do it anyway. And why? It ain't like God don't know better. Like, it's for our own protection. It's for our own good. Like, we could see something, and even in that thought where we see something and we think we ain't even said nothing yet. We ain't even made a decision. We see it. And immediately that thought comes in, that thought of protection, and God is like, no. Isn't that amazing? We ain't even made a move. We ain't even did nothing. We ain't even verbally said, man, I want that, or that. No, we're in our minds. So God is responding to the seed of disobedience in the very thought of it. But it was never about the tree. It was never about the fruit. It was never about any of that. It was like God knew the enemy would come. God knew that he would come in and talk us into death. That's what that was. He talked he talked Eve into death. Like, and you may look back like, I don't even know, I don't even know how he was able to do that. Like, but he does it still today. He talks us into death. Ladies, you could be minding your own business, you working, you driving, you know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, here comes this sexy, yo type, whatever that is. Here it comes. And all you hear is, you see that? That's the enemy. He like, you see that? A conversation won't hurt. But that's your type. That is exactly your type. That is your weakness. And he know it. And you can hear the Spirit of the Lord telling you, no, stay focused, keep going. And then hear that walking weakness, sexy, tall thing of something come over to you and just, how you doing? And oh Lord, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. When I have my moments like that, when I tell y'all my heart sinks into my stomach and I'm just like, Jesus, act now, move him, move me, do something. It is no coincidence. It is no coincidence. Stay obedient to the Father. Keep going. Keep your focus. Keep your focus. All right. I just had to share this with y'all. I just had to, bring this and share this because it was amazing when I saw it. God kept telling me like it wasn't about the tree. It was never about the tree. It was about them not doing what I told them not to do. That's it. So just make sure you stay walking in obedience. Listen to the Father. Yield to the Spirit of the Lord, okay? That conviction, that tugging in your spirit, listen to it. Because that is your protection. That's your way out. That is your escape. All right. I pray this word bless y'all. Y'all have a good one.